I'm Haley. It's Haley Rumbles. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get into it. Let's do a quick little Raw recap. I'd probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Mainly for a couple of reasons that we'll get into. So Seth Rollins starts off the show. Comes out, he says that he's ready for the Royal Rumble. He understands the last time he was in the ring with CM Punk, you know, that CM Punk was the one that beat him, but he's not giving up, yada yada yada. He says whole throw out John Cena, Jey Uso, Drew, Sami Zayn, and then says especially Roman Reigns.
God. Oh my god, my shit.
You guys just keep playing with my trauma, Seth. You just keep playing with my trauma. Not to mention today, on an interview, or it might have been last night, Roman Reigns was talking about Moxley. My poor heart cannot take this.
Believe in the Shield?
He states that CM Punk is going to be the last one in the ring with him. I think CM Punk is going to win the Royal Rumble. But I have a video that will be coming out shortly after you see this one about my predictions for the Royal Rumble. But Seth, I love you. I don't think you're gonna be in the bottom two. I truthfully think it's gonna be either Cena and Punk or Roman and Punk bottom two, which I'm here for. Very much here for. Hopefully we get a nice little Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy entrance for the Royal Rumble, and then we can see them have their moment in the ring too. But Gunther interrupts Seth, and I gotta tell you, Gunther's growing on me. He is, and I think it's mainly because he shares the same hatred for Logan Paul that I do. Comes out and says that Rollins, you're not the top guy in the company anymore. It's 2025. I'm the top guy in the company now. Low blow there, Gunther. He's, you know, going on talking about how he hopes that Seth wins the Royal Rumble so that he could beat him again, yada yada yada. Logan Paul comes out. Who asked for this man? Nobody asked for him. No one. Please go away forever. I don't understand why everybody thinks that we want Logan, because we don't. I know that him and his brother are like big in the boxing world. Keep them over there then. Keep them over there. Nobody wants them. So he got booed almost as bad as Hulk Hogan did, which rightfully so. Rightfully so. If I was in that crowd, I would have been booing so hard. I know people that were there and said that they couldn't even hear him speaking, so a win is a win, even though he was still there. Win is a win, but anywho, Gunther says, actually, I lied. I hope that Logan Paul wins the Royal Rumble so that he can verse him at WrestleMania, embarrass him, and smack the stupid look off his face. You real one for that, Gunther. You're a real one. It actually made Seth break character. Seth was laughing about it. I don't really think Seth is a fan of, I don't think a lot of them are a fan of Logan Paul, but gee, I wonder what's the common factor there. But after that, the segment ends. We have a moment with Braun Breaker and Penta backstage, which I would like to see it. I don't know about anyone else. I would like to see it. Then we have Jey Uso make the epic entrance of a lifetime. At this point, Jey Uso is the biggest star in the company. And I know people are like, well, that's why you want him to win Rumble. I don't think he's going to win Rumble. The reason why is because I don't know the situation of why CM Punk won't be at next year's Rumble. I know that they said that he's not going to be at the Saudi show, and it's in Saudi next year. So, given his age, and even though he's still, in my opinion, one of the best wrestlers out there, I just feel like his time has come. My prediction is that John Cena is going to win Elimination Chamber, which I've stated before. So, you know, that's what I think.
One eternity later.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. I can't actually believe I'm going to say this. Karrion Kross is growing on me. Now, I don't know if it's because I love the spooky characters. I really don't know. But he's really growing on me. I don't know if it's because his wife, like, can I be you, Scarlett? In all seriousness, but he's growing on me, and he goes up to Sami Zayn and tells him that he should start thinking about himself and not others. And I truthfully think that Sami Zayn's going to turn heel. I don't know if it's going to happen. I thought he was going to cost Jey Uso the World Heavyweight title. But I think that he's going to accidentally fuck somebody's chances up in the bloodline at the Rumble, which is crazy because they just, which I'm going to get to in a minute, but they just announced the 2K cover, and it's Roman Reigns, but like the special edition bloodline has Sami Zayn on it, so it is going to be a little ironic if he does turn heel and goes against the bloodline. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, I guess, but I guess that doesn't really matter because Solo and Bloodline 2.0, which aren't considered Bloodline 2.0, are also listed on the cover as well. And you know, messy ass Tama Tonga, I love him, but he's so fucking messy. He's one of the messiest wrestlers out there. You know, he had something to say on Twitter about it with the little, because you know, he's got something to say about everything. God forbid he doesn't open his mouth, but he's fucking funny. You know, you're gonna give my big-headed brother some respect. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never been a big JD McDonough fan, but he won me over this week. He's okay. He apparently has a few broken bones and a punctured lung or something. Like, whatever it is, it's not good. And I don't know if you guys seen the clip. I will enter it right here.
About this, somebody's got to check McDonough after that.
Yeah, that's not good. It's not. That was not good. I'm surprised he even got up after it. Everyone's been giving his kudos, as they should, because he got up and then continued to wrestle, and then he somehow hit his head on one of the War Raiders' knee. So on his way out the ring before he hit Gorilla, he passed out. I guess so, after the bump that he took. So he's out for the foreseeable future, and it really sucks. Dakota Kai's also out. Apparently she hurt herself during the IC title match. I don't know, some type of concussion. I feel bad because I really feel like that it's like her time and just keeps getting hurt, and I don't think it's her fault, but it just sucks because it's like all these opportunities, like she could be in the Rumble. She's not gonna be in the Rumble now, she's hurt. And it just sucks because, like, I guess it's a good thing that she didn't win because she wouldn't be able to defend the title. Not that they've had Lyra on TV or anything. Kind of like not cool. You didn't let them have that match at the Raw on Netflix. You have barely, like, they showed that she was gonna be on last week and she wasn't. Like, imagine you bought tickets for Raw because you wanted to see Lyra and she didn't even, like, she was not on the week after she won. She was not on. They advertised her, she was not on. She was on this week briefly to announce that she was entering in the Royal Rumble, but I don't know. If I gotta see Rey Mysterio fight the New Day one more time, I'm so tired of seeing it. It was funny because Xavier's family turned on him, which, you know, they were gonna, and had the New Day suck shirts, but I'm so tired of seeing them two fight. Like, give them another rival. I mean, I get it, like, he's the locker room leader, but also, Zelina Vega is getting moved to SmackDown. And if you know, she used to be Andrade's manager. Andrade is on SmackDown. I don't know if that means I kind of hope that she's not his manager, but her husband, known as Malachi Black in AEW, was known as Aleister Black in WWE. Rumor has it that he is coming back. And I think that kind of like solidifies that he is going to come back, because I believe that they probably would end up putting him on SmackDown. It seems like that roster is in more need of talent right now. So I think it's a good opportunity for both of them, because as much as I understand why it's so important that we have the LWO and like how it pays like homage to like Eddie Guerrero when they had it, I don't think it's helping Zelina in any way. Like, I think she can still be a part of it without being on the same brand as them, so that she can kind of solo off and do her own thing at the same time. That's just my opinion, because I think that she is one of the most underrated female wrestlers on the roster right now. Even though she's tiny as hell, she's actually shorter than I am, which is pretty hard to get. She can talk her ass off on the mic, and she also is amazing in the ring. Her and her husband, who I think is, like I said, is going to probably either return at Rumble or on a future SmackDown, they own their own wrestling school. So, and they also do martial arts and stuff, so it's pretty cool. They're very talented. If there are a lot of layers to Zelina, and she had that moment in PR with Rhea Ripley, but then after that, like, she hasn't really done a whole lot. And I know she won Queen of the Ring before, but I am real big on let's push Selena Vega in the year 2025 because she's very underrated. The Paul Heyman, let's say the Paul Heyman promo of a lifetime had me ready to run through the fucking wall. Let me just tell you, he had me ready to run through the wall. I mean, Paul Heyman always has me ready to run through the wall, but that fucking promo, like, he is, this is why he's my favorite. That man can cut a promo better than fucking anybody. He's so, like, emotional and dramatic, and he glazes the shit out of Roman Reigns. I mean, rightfully so, but he makes a reference to when Elon colonizes Mars, Roman Reigns will be the biggest star there too. He's the biggest star in the US, and that there's gonna be 29 other people, but they don't matter because there's only one and he's the one, like in the Rumble. And it just, he had me ready to run through the fucking wall. I wish that Roman would have been there. Not gonna lie, like, I understand that he is the face of the company. He's also the face of the video game. Does what he wants as he should. I mean, he's paid his dues, but like, it would have been more special in my opinion if we were unveiling that sign and that special moment with him there. And it's funny because on our last after show for Raw, my podcast, FemSlam podcast, we go live every Monday and Friday, and then we have weekly episodes of the week. It is the main five that had done season 1, and then we added Vio and Tony. They're doing the B-side. They're going to be touching more on like NXT and AEW. I show one of my podcast members made a really good point, and I didn't think about this before, and I think she might have been onto something. So if you notice, ever since Roman Reigns became a face, he doesn't talk as much. Like, he doesn't cut promos as much, and I think there's a reason why, and she pointed this out. The last time Roman was a face, he was not very over with the crowd, and he is amazing at being a heel. He just has that, like, cockiness about him, the aura, if you will, but I think that he almost isn't comfortable with cutting promos as a face. Not that he's not comfortable, I mean, again, he's like the biggest star on the roster, but I don't think he's as comfortable as he was when he was a heel. And I don't know if there's a reason. I think he forgets how good he is, but I'm starting to feel like that might be a part of what's going on. Maybe not, but it just would make sense. Maybe he feels like he doesn't have to speak as much, which, like, I get it, you have Paul Heyman, but we miss you. We miss seeing you. We miss you on the mic. We'd like to hear you yap some more, just saying. Although I really do feel like he's about to turn heel again too. I would consider him a tweener, if you will. Like, even when he's face, he's still not really face. You know? He's good at being the bad guy. He's just good at it. So I know that technically he's like considered a face right now, like compared to Solo and Friends, but that's another thing. We're gonna hear from Solo this week. Very excited to hear what he has to say because he hasn't said anything yet. I assume he's gonna be in the Rumble. Not really sure yet. Not sure.
Days where you don't wanna wake up, everything is fucked, everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you wanna justify.
I want to touch base on the last part of Raw, which was Punk and Cody. No, listen, Punk can cut a promo against the fucking tree and make it believable. I'm just saying that man is like the best on the mic. He really is. But
Oh my God.
he made a couple of good points to Cody. I mean, he did the last time that they had a promo. It's funny, they had a promo right before Rumble last year too. But I think that maybe not anytime soon. I do think that there's like some type of sort of heel turn in Cody's future, and I think it's because that KO is driving him crazy, and that storyline I actually very much enjoy. I'm not the biggest Cody Rhodes fan, but I do think that this is like my favorite story that he's had so far. I mean, other than the bloodline, and it's funny, not to get off topic, but Roman Reigns did state on that same interview I referenced earlier, that the only time Cody Rhodes is relevant is when it's with the bloodline. Cody sucks, just kidding. Yeah, so Sammy accidentally kicks Cody and he didn't mean to. Kind of the same thing he did. He kicked Seth last week and didn't mean to. When will he learn to mind his own business? We don't know. But I do think Sammy's going to turn heel for that reason. But Cody's either about to have like a mentee B. Something's going to happen. I don't know, but you could tell that KO was driving him fucking crazy. And it's so fucking funny. KO is so funny with all his shirts. He had the Naomi shirt on, the Cody Sucks eggs. Like, he's just so fucking funny to me. I love his type of humor. But there's a shot at the end of the night where it's KO and Sammy like standing next to each other and Cody's like this, like on the ring, and he just looks like unwell. And I feel like that's a foreshadow to the future. I really think that's a foreshadow to the future of what the character of Cody Rhodes is going to become. Now listen, I liked heel Cody Rhodes in New Japan, Bullet Club Cody Rhodes. That's my favorite Cody Rhodes, so I am hoping that we are slowly but surely going to get a heel turn, but I don't really know. I don't know. And if Randy comes back, which I hope he does, I think that he's going to push Cody to his limit. I think that Randy will be the heel in their feud, but I think that we are getting closer and closer to that breaking point where he just kind of fucking loses it. And I don't know if he becomes a full-on heel, but he becomes something. Also, I'm still buzzing about Jacob Fatu, even though y'all cussed me out about saying the wrong title. That's fine. I'm just a girl, but I'm still buzzing about him. It is his time. He is the new face of the company. I really hope he's in the Rumble. I'm really excited to see what happens this week. I think that they were like holding the leash on him, truthfully, and like making him hold back. And I think that they finally are like letting him go and like start to really be in his own character. And I really think that even him and Tama together are so good. I feel like that they just like feed off each other's energy, and I think they both make each other look better and sound better, despite the fact that he pushed Tama at Saturday Night Main Event. But you know, and also my beloved Tonga Lewa is on the Bloodline edition of the 2K game. I'm so excited, even though they're trying to charge us an arm and a leg for that. Before I end this, shout out to Triple H for headlining the 2025 Hall of Fame. You deserve that. I thought he was already in the Hall of Fame, so I didn't actually know he wasn't already in it, so that's well overdue. Before I forget, NXT. Whew. I don't know when. I don't know if they're going to wait till the draft, but Lash Legend and Jakara needs to be moved up to the main roster immediately. They are magic in the ring. Last night, the match Bianca and Naomi against Lash and Jakara could have easily main evented any PLE. It was that good. I mean, I'm so corny. I have chills right now talking about it. It was so good. They have such good chemistry in the ring. They're all incredible, amazing wrestlers, and I really do think that Lash Legend is going to be the new face of the women's division. I really do. I foresee a Rhea Ripley Lash Legend feud in the future. I know that we're all still waiting for the Bianca and Rhea Ripley feud, but I definitely see Lash Legend and Rhea Ripley in the future. I see her. I wouldn't be surprised if she's in the Royal Rumble and like makes it to the end. Like she's that good. I mean, Jakara is amazing too, but Lash Legend, man, I'm telling you, there's something special about her. And anybody that watches her wrestle will agree there is something very, very special about her. And I think that we have a very huge star in the making. Also, Jade, if you're seeing this, tell us who hurt you. We want to know. And how long do we have to wait to find out? We want to know who pushed you into the car and hurt you. Who injured you? Was it Bianca? I don't think it was Bianca. Who was it? Tell us. That's all for me for right now. Weekend is going to be crazy with the Royal Rumble. I'm excited to see who wins. Stay tuned for my Q&A video and my Royal Rumble predictions, and adios. Hasta luego. catch you on the flip side. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. We got a new episode of the Femme Slam podcast coming out next week. See you next time, ladies and gentlemen, and gays and days. Bye. Bye.